Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Captain of Industry. As I've been letting terraforming go and kind of half paying attention to it while doing other things, I've noticed a few things continuing to happen, and I want to try to address those today while we also, continue our terraforming work and our factory building work and all the things. Let's go ahead and switch into the game and have a look. The first thing I seem to notice quite frequently is a train gets stopped here, and it claims that it is looking for a path or something like that, and then never goes. And I've had to do this 2 or 3 times in the last couple of days since the last stream. But they just, it's stuck, and it may not, I can't remember if it was just here or there's another spot too. I think there might have been another one over, actually there was another one over here someplace. On the express track, I think in this stretch. It could be me making changes to rails, and then it gets the trains confused. Their pathing algorithm is nowhere near as good as the one in Factorio, the ones in a lot of other train-themed games, so it wouldn't surprise me if me making the changes did it, but it's something to keep an eye on. Why the trains decide that they need to, why the trains wait rather than go, why they seem to get stuck and that kind of thing. But nevertheless, I need to keep an eye on the tracks at all times to make sure that we don't have any jams. I did make a loop here change to remove this left turn. I should probably do the same thing here, but I also have a couple of other plans in the works a bit that we can work on as we go with rail network stuff. I did extend the express track local track system down to this intersection from way back here someplace. So we now have the double tracks in both directions all the way down there, and I am going to extend it this way, but that's part of my future plans that I was referring to. Why are you all gummed up here? There isn't that much cross traffic. Don't know why. Okay, some of it I do know why, and that's what I'm hoping to address. But the other thing that we need to address is radiation. This radiation number continues to increase, and I know why, based on what I've read, but I don't know why in terms of exact numbers. Why is computing whacked out? The internet must be having issues today, apparently. Let's see, you... I don't know. I don't know why that's whacked out. I don't know. Okay, but this number is so bad that I've had to actually boost the growth bonus here at the, at least on occasion, the growth bonus here. Every so often, and it obviously won't take effect. This tells me that housing is full, so it won't take effect until we need it. But every so often, the health here drops a little bit, and maybe it's due to a disease or something. And then the radiation debuff is too high, and we lose people. So I'm not sure what the deal is with the internet thing here. Obviously, there's no supply. Now it's telling me it keeps going up and down. Why does it keep going up and down? What is going on with that? But obviously there is no... Yeah, see, last month's coverage, 93%. What is the deal? So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with the computing bonus, but I see it keeps hitting 0 briefly and then goes back up again. But I'm not sure what the deal is with that either. But this radiation thing, I think we can fix. What it's going to require is the adjustment of some of the way that we're handling nuclear waste. I will need to add some space in here, which means rebuilding a few of these things. And it's going to mean making a bit of a mess. I need to turn on truck deliveries here, and I need to delete some of these belts. This one needs to go, which means the trucks will come and pick it up, which means they might get more radiation. I need to do this with this one, and this with that one. Let's Unity do this. What I would like to do is to figure out a way to max out these belts. And I think the way to do that is to only allow it to exit like that. Actually, I do want this one to empty. So go ahead and empty. Because I need to move it around. This is taking forever. These things take a while to build. I want this one to empty out. And I want to move these all down by at least one tile. So that I can have a space in here. But what the gist of this is the more of these barrels of any kind besides the gray ones, or the white ones, any of these barrels that are not in a waste storage count against us. According to the wiki, at least, this is what is happening. And so these are constantly getting, constantly causing us this debuff by having the barrels on the belts. So what I need to do is devise a way to fill the storage up and then stop, basically. And disconnect it so that they stay full, but that there's not this persistent quantity on a belt. Because it seems as if that's what's causing this radiation debuff here. Interesting that it dropped. Why did it drop? I haven't taken any off the belt besides this long belt here. That one did have 49 on it though, and these only have 15. So that could be it. That's weird that it dropped that far. I'm also not entirely certain that that's the actual problem. But that's what the wiki says. It's either that or meltdowns. And the meltdowns a meltdown has not happened that I have noticed. At all. Because if it went to meltdown, I think the power level would drop to 0 and stay there. And it hasn't melted down. So I don't think that's the case. But I still think we can deal with adjusting this radiation a bit. You cannot move these via the step method, so we have to set these up a little bit better. And I do not want the trucks to do this, because if they do it, we'll incur even more radiation damage. And also, from what I read, depleted uranium and reprocessed uranium do not count against us. It's only the barrel-shaped stuff, so it should only be affecting us in this situation. I hope. But again, there's no real way to know for sure. What I do want to do here is to set all these, though. Set all these to not output, basically. And then I want to take a belt back from here. into this first one so that I can flush these belts out. Oh, that was not good. Okay. And that just probably puts them in the the shipyard, didn't it? It did. But I do have deliveries turned on here. I did have deliveries turned on here. Turn that on again. So they should bring that back. I thought I had that turned on already. Now let's do this differently. Do it out by 2. To there. Then this one. This one. And this one. That one. Okay, Unity build all this, please. Did somebody come and get that out of there? They did? Good. It was probably you who just delivered it. This should flush these belts out, which they already have. And delete this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. Delete this one and that one and this one and that one. And this one and that one. You get the idea. And I'm just going to Unity delete those. I mean, some of the stuff already went, but that's fine. That should reduce it even more. Now, this should be showing us an average. So we're not going to see what I want to see right away. But I also need to move these down, which means I need to have a holding one here that I can unload one of these into... well, that's why I disabled the delivery here. Or, yeah, this, because I had pasted the settings. Let's see. I want to do... You want to use flat conveyor 1s because they store the least amount per belt segment. And I want to just bring this out here. And let's Unity build that. So this way I can move these down and delete them, move them down and delete them as we kind of go. I could do more than that one, though. I could do multiple of these. Maybe that would be the better option because I could do this all at once. At least some of it at once. Probably better. Could have also built them closer to each other. That might have helped other matters, but that's okay. Go ahead and make that so as well. And we'll output all 5 of those into 5 new ones. And then we can delete these 5 and move it over. This one is about half dead. So this just takes some time to do. And while it's doing its thing, I did not paste that. While it's doing its thing, we can go and do something else. Like hydrate. Okay, so what I want to do today, besides this, is take a look at our rail network here again, make sure there's not any crazy traffic jams, is I want to set up a factory for the filter media and the gravel making. The gravel one, of course, will not need a train station out, but the filter media will. And then we'll need to have 2 trains in, one for rock and one for coal, and I will probably go ahead and do a 3rd train in for fuel, because I had to make a change to dirt, because most, if not all, the places we're picking up dirt do not have fuel as well. I had to bring in some fuel here, but instead of bringing in a whole train, I just have the trucks bringing in fuel. At the moment, the trucks are sufficiently whelmed. I've seen this number rise again to the 20s and the 30s of these trucks being idle, which means that we will be pretty soon at a point where it hopefully we can actually remove some trucks if we want. If trucks weren't struggling to find destinations they could reach. Oh, I blocked you in. Okay, let's recover you. We're gonna get through this as quickly as possible then. I didn't realize I was gonna block you in there. These two are going to be a problem if they are allowed to proceed that way, but this is just making glass, which we don't need, or molten glass, which we don't need very much of, so it should be alright. So, this radiation score, other than the few pieces that are on, like this, on these belts, going this way and this way, and then also the radiation, or the pieces that are here and here. Other than that, we should not see very much radiation score after we make all these changes that I'm trying to make here. Okay, so I had to bring fuel in here and put in the whatchamacallit, because most of the places dirt's being picked up are active mines, like this one and this one. And wherever else I have them picking up dirt. Let's see, dirt. Oh yeah, and this one here. Where there is no fuel. So I needed fuel on that circuit somewhere. The train ran out of fuel and I had to fix it. So it's all right. We could also potentially do in the dirt loop here. There is the option to add a stop, and when enabled, only trains with low fuel are allowed here. So we could have a fuel stop where we put it in, say, after the drop-off. We have them go to a specific fueling stop where they only fuel. And we enable that, and they go there before they go back to pick up more. I may do that at some point because I would like to try that feature out. But I needed to do this kind of quickly. So I did it. All right, so where do we want to put this factory in? It doesn't need any water. It doesn't need anything else special. So we could put it almost anywhere. I don't know that I really want it on the main line. We already have enough trouble with the main line. I could put it over here someplace. Maybe I put it out here. I want to leave enough of this space here so that I can have more of this uranium saved up until we find out what we're going to do with it. I don't really want it up here. I could probably go up here. Let's put it in here, connected to this line. Well, then I don't have to necessarily bring in fuel. I could just bring some of this fuel across, perhaps. Let's see. So, do we want to expand this production at all? We are currently making 36 filter media per minute. At most right now, we can possibly use 2 times 8. What else is that used in? Gold. Plus 6. And then I think nuclear is the only other place where it's used. Plus 2 times 6. 2 times 8 is 16. And then 3 times 6 is 18 more. That puts us at 44. Anywhere else that filter media is used. Only in these 2 types of water, with the toxic slurry being the nuclear and the gold, I believe. Yeah. And the wastewater being the obtained from the town. I don't think there's anything else we're using this. So we're capable of 44 right now. We're only making 36, so that's a problem. We could upgrade this mixer and then make the gravel and the sand accordingly. That wouldn't hurt. We just have to double the crushing. Yeah, that wouldn't hurt at all, actually. We're obviously not using all 36, but we could, and that's a concern. So let's, if we upgrade this, that'll just double the speed. I believe. Doubles the speed anyway. Let's check that out. Yeah. So we need to have 48 gravel and 24 manufactured sand. 24 manufactured sand would be 24 gravel. That's 48 and 24, which is 72 gravel. So I would need to have 3 of these and 3 of these. to do that. The alternative is, of course, the big crushers, which would produce 144 and 48 sand. Well, the 48 sand would be twice as much as we need, and the 144 would be twice as much as we need. So I think just 3 small crushers each. Plus, this requires 6 people, 3.2 light maintenance, and 1 megawatt. This requires 2 people, 0.79 maintenance, and 250 kilowatts. So it would use less power. It would use less maintenance. It would use the same number of people to just do 3 and 3. Let's do that. Let's plan for that. So I'm going to take this, copy it, take it over here. Where are we going again? Over here. Turn it this way, and then we need to expand it. So we need to have 1 more of these, which I think that means I'm going to do this and put them in the same direction. Which goes there then. You can go this way. And this way. And this way. That'll do. And then this one here needs to be adjusted. You'll go into here. You'll go into here. You'll go into here. Could move this over, and I think I will actually move this over. This needs to be upgraded. This box does not need to be here anymore. I'm going to put this here instead, which means taking out these, flipping that, and we'll connect this up like that, this up like this, and this up like this. You also need to be adjusted. Here. Here. These now consume a blue belt. They produce a blue belt. I also need to adjust this. Should potentially change this too. Take this out, take that out, move this over here. And I want to do this to there then. This goes there. This goes there. This is a blue belt now. You guys take in 24 total, so that's fine. And you take in 48, so that's fine. These can stay as Mark 1s. This is 24 total, so that's fine. And then it's 6 total coal. Alrighty. That'll do. We need to deal with these guys. Did I get you stuck? Where are you trying to go? You're trying to go there and you can't. Right. Alright, are you about done with this? No, no such luck for the weary. Alright, this gets deleted. Unity. Delete this belt here as well. Unity. Put this one out. I'm going to go out more than 1 space, I think. I'm going to go out to... I don't think I want to go all the way out to that line. Well, I could, because I have these out there anyway. So, yeah, let's go all the way out there. Let's see. Let's Unity that. And then I want to set these to do not allow. That. Start with clearing the belts off. That should help. Tree harvester's board. I can give you more work to do. I've been giving it segments of this area to dig up, or to chop down, or to something. Well, now I wish I'd have thought about that and just left these where they are, but that's all right. Or where they would be. So that's done. Nearly done. I would like, let me see here. You're full. I'd like to shift them. Means I think I'm going to need one more temporarily over here. This one is going to overflow that. But I can be prepared. It's all right. We do not make that much glass. It'll be all right. Thank you. All right, this gets deleted. Unity. This gets deleted. With Unity. This gets copied. Like this, I guess. And then I can take a belt out from here and into there. Unity. And that'll empty you back into that one. Yeah, this is down to 0 now, radiation. So having them not sitting there anymore. Did it. Great. You 4 go. All these belts go. All this goes Unity. I definitely could have done that better. Actually, I could just do... No. Never. Okay. And more Unity. Those can all flow once again. And we can go back to this factory right here. So 2 train stations that drop off loose products. Not there. Go over here maybe? No. Here maybe? Yeah, we can take these 2 here. Picks up some extra stuff, but that's all right. I have to be careful about how I lay this out. And then I also will need to have this gravel crusher, which I think this is probably enough crushing gravel. Because we use it for the rails, but I think this is enough. So let's just take this much of it. And I think I can probably put it in here. Let's put it in line, put the crushers in line. I do want to upgrade this to a large barrel, though. Still leave me 80% there, or 20% there. And then you could go over here. Now, what I would like to do is to figure out how to compress this a little. So that wouldn't be that would be a barrel, because this does need to be taken out by a train. Anyways, so let's do that instead. With this instead. I could do all the stations on the same side. I think that would be wise. So let's move this over here someplace. Actually, probably right in there. Take these out. And then do this instead. And that way I can put all the stations over here. We'll have to have a loose output station too. I think given that I should probably turn this around and put the stations on this side. We'll see. Let's get a loose output. Something like sulfur would do nicely here. Nope, not the right spot. Right there? Yes. Right there. And that'll go over here. Does that look weird? Oh, because the other, it's rotated. All right, so we'll call this, well, this will be filter media. Right there. This would be coal. And this would be rock. Oh, let's see. What do we want to call this station? Filter and gravel? Rock. And rock. Copy paste. Filter and gravel coal. Weird. That, and then filter and gravel. Filter media. Alright. So that, you know what? Actually, I think I will keep the trains on this side. And put them all the way over there someplace. This can be brought much, much, much closer together. And I get it somewhere like this. 1, 2, 3. Maybe. You folks would go back a bit. Can this be flipped? Oh, that's perfect. We're making 72, so that's a Mark II belt. You need 6 total coals, so we'll take this out from here. Go this way. This one I want to move over there and connect it. This Mark II, because this needs 72 as well. And then this needs 48, so it's a Mark I. Put the lift there, and we'll do this way. That'll do. And this will serve as the output. Oh, I don't like that either. Let's change this once more. There and there. This goes here. This goes out. This goes in. Oh, yeah, it's totally what I wanted. Thank you. This goes in there. That's even better. These aren't right now. Anything I can do with that, or anything that I want to do? I could make these in a straight line. Then I would have to move this that way by 1. I don't think I want to. Leave that alone. Okay, so that'll do. We need to have, of course, parking area and train entrance loop thingies here. These are, of course, further apart. Of course they are. Let's redo that. There and there. Inputs on the inside, that's good for parking. I need a small parking lot for these. Mark, welcome in. Small parking lot for these. This is probably too much. I'm thinking like 3 trains. How you doing, Mark? Thanks for claiming first. That'll go like there. And delete at least that many of them. This goes to there, so I can take this hook out. Take that hook out. You go to that point. You come from that point. L. Rid of that. I should add 1 more space there. Also, I could also move this up by quite a bit. But I think I will do. Doing fine. Doing fine. We're messing with radiation poisoning damage. I noticed on this screen we had that radiation damage the last time, and it got worse. So, according to the wiki, it's because of these things having the spent mocks on the belts. So, I have moved them. I'm moving them around a bit so that I can handle this a little bit better. And so far, they've been behaving better, but we shall see. It's still moving things around, but it's already behaving better, which is weird. I think, anyway. Let's see. I want to have a curve. This one. And then I also need a T, which I could just snag from here rather than going to get the blueprint. There. This would need to be maybe over here someplace. I do need to adjust this whole thing, which I will do accordingly. Let's push it up as far as it'll go toward that other rail. And also push it right there. But push it real good. And I did that and it flinched. Are we good? We are good. Okay. This goes over here. It's not going to be enough room, so I'll have to do a little bit of shenanigans there. But I'm okay with it. Actually, I would like to do a little bit more shenanigans here. If I can, I would like to do this. I can put a crossing in there. I believe that will be necessary for things. Yep. So then this will just come like that. And it could be worse, right? It looks weird right there. Like it didn't connect properly. Huh, look at that. It didn't connect properly. Still looks weird though. It might actually be better. But over here. Alright, let's unity the rail. And then regular build these. I do want to connect up the fuel But I think I can just do a run from over there someplace over to here. And then split it accordingly. You need to be flipped. Flipped. This one actually gets deleted. Likewise. Flip. Flip. You won't be able to cross there. In that case, let's do this to here. That's backwards, but that's all right. This goes from there to here. Flip and build. Instead of bringing in special fuel, don't really have the room for it here. Okay, how is our nuclear arrangement going? Still going. Ah, good timing. That one's done. This one's done first because we started it first. You should still be at 2400. You are. You guys should all get there. This one's done now, so let's flip that. And let's bring this down to this one on the end. Which means this one is now full. This one is now empty. So you can delete that, Unity. Put a new one in here. Delete this, Unity. Actually, I can delete that whole belt eventually here. Output to input over here. Unity. Unity. I'm going to wait on that. This is done. We will delete that belt. I'm just going to Unity it because then I'm going to worry about the trucks later. I thought I Unity deleted this. I did. Okay, good. These are done now too. You, and all of you. All of this. And those trucks can quit whining. Quit whining. These should all be full. Yep. Which is good. We'll let those flow one at a time. I think, though, I'm going to also let this one flow into here as much as it can. And we'll go with that. Yeah, still no. Oh, our dirt's getting full. Make another expansion to the dirt storage. Proceed. Alright, we need add the rock and coal trains to their respective loops here. Coal, or destinations, I guess. No, don't do that way. Add the stop here to that one. Empty. And rock. Add this stop here. Empty. I wish you could reorder these within the station grouping. You can't. There's a grabber here to grab the whole grouping. There's a grabber here to grab the qualifiers, but there's no grabber to reorder the stations within the grouping. Just kind of weird. Wow, that was quick. You didn't waste any time, did you? And then we need to set up a new train. You're fine. Fine. You're fine. Need to set up a new train for filter media. Actually, this filter media needs to still be available to our network, or to our unavailable stations. So what I want to do is take just one of these buckets here and put it out here, like that, and then take this out this way. That way half of what we produce comes out here to be available to the truck network, while the other half stays or goes into the rail network so that we can deliver it here. Yes, okay, so let's do that. A new line. I did that already. Crap. Delete line. New line. Filter media. Filter media. What color should this be? That would be good. Yeah, let's do that one. Add a stop over here. Full. Add a stop over here. Empty. And we need to clone a train. Clone the dirt train. Put it on filter media and build. So this one will get filled by that. At the moment, the filter media is coming in here. So we can then change it to run a belt from here into this area, one way or the other, which we will do once we have this started. Beyond that, once it's also started, we'll get rid of this, and hey, Psycho, welcome in. And then the only other place, and then the rest of it will have to get hauled by truck still to here and to gold. But that's all right. Ah, good. It's already getting produced. This will back up quickly because there's only 400 there. Train station is 480. Rock and coal are doing well coming in now. So everything's getting made. It's backing up nicely there too. And this, right. I also want to change this immediately. Delete that. Tell this to empty. Hello. How's Captain of Industry going? Oh. Or how's being captain of the industry? Yeah. It's a lot. A lot of game. I need to pause this. Pause this. So that we can get rid of what's in that bucket as well as in that build ASAP. Quickly remove that so that we can get rid of this. Somebody come and start collecting this, please. Thank you. Let's do this so that this can empty out. There it goes. Now they're coming to get it. Come and get it. I'll come and delete that too. Yep, still no radiation. Severe flu though. I need to allow that to flow. It won't flow all the way in there. That's okay. Just less that I'll have to wait on later. Okay. You are down to the last truckload. Oh, I just need to do delete on this now. There we go. Somebody will come and get the last truckload now. Get me somebody. Get me somebody while I'm waiting. No idea. I see them coming, but they're probably coming from clear across the factory. Could just Unity it. Yeah, let's just do that. It should have jumped into here anyway. If it did not, it'll be in here, but it didn't go in there. We should be able to or if it did, they already got picked up. This will allow the trucks, though, to deliver all the way to max, whereas the belts will only deliver to 80%. So this should be fine, because the trucks will just put us a little bit over then. Has this train run yet? It apparently probably has, because... yeah, this had to have been collected some. Which is good. You are not getting all the gravel. Oh. Uh-huh. It's that one? Oh, I know what I did. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Should all be green. Weird. Should all be green before the bar gets to 100%. Should only take about 5/6 of the point. No. 4/5 of the point. 80%. So right around there. Yep. Alright, that should help a bit. And then this will just take quite a while to fill up on filter medium. Rock has loaded down. Coal, on the other hand, not so much. We are still filling in this vat of a former coal mine here, or a copper mine rather. It just takes so much time to fill these holes back in. Once we have that done, we're gonna fill this in with dirt. Then from some point here, probably that line right there, out to the coastline or so. But obviously we need to have the rock done first. Rock and slag done first. This here will probably start filling in from here once these are done. It's fine. They are also filling in from here with the belt delivery into this area. It finished so with this outer part. So I did this inner part here that is just rock. And they've done quite a bit of work on that now. That's great as well. I'm going to do a little bit of adjusting of this once we get things, but I want to see how far over this actually goes before I do any adjusting to this. So it's going to be a while. All right, so that takes care of those two factories. Should be able to delete this one now. So you take in... let's delete the rock. And, gravel, manufactured sand. Ouch. It's going to be a little bit painful. Got to head out already? You just stopped in for a bit? No worries. I appreciate you coming by, Mark. Thanks for stopping in. 4 and 12. Actually, I think what I should do here is this, and this. I'm going to wind up with some sand or some gravel. Gravel will be better. So I should stop the sand. From being made. because the gravel can be put into this bucket. Sand, I don't have a destination for it, so I'd have to make one. And I'd rather not. Let's just use up that sand, hopefully before the gravel runs out, and then we'll be alright. Hopefully. Although I guess I could allow them to deliver some more rock here. Let's see how far we get. I think we're going to have to. Yep. Definitely going to have to. That one can go, this can go, this can go, this can go, this can go. Still not empty. Somebody bring me some rock. Shouldn't have deleted the storage yet, but... no idea if anybody's bringing... You're bringing it in? Good, a couple of you are bringing... Nope. You guys have slag. Oh, okay. Okay, that'll summon it in for sure. Just get a little bit so I can flush the sand out of here. And then the coal should probably be safe with what we have, so let's delete that. I will probably have to Unity remove this too. Just gonna go ahead and do it. Okay, that's plenty. It didn't go there, so it went somewhere else. So don't know where. There's a little. That might have been a problem. Yeah, I screwed up. Now I gotta wait again. Unless you, the rock, come here. Going there with it. Alright. Okay, we're still hauling copper. Stop that again. See if the trains have stabilized on that front. I also hooked up a couple of other things here. Plastic and rubber are now coming in via train for making electronics. Coal is hooked up. I don't know if I did that or not. Salt and sand are hooked up. And limestone is run down the bus from the limestone bucket way down here. Hydrogen is as well. I remember we might have did that one on camera. I don't remember, but we did some of the stuff on camera, and I've done some of it off. The last of these stations here are for the three scraps as well as crushed iron ore. We have a fourth one over here for that glass. Those need to be dealt with yet, which I think will be the next thing we do is recycling, because it's kind of a messy nightmare at this point. So we need to deal with that a whole lot better. But I gotta find a good place to do it. Are you all stuck? No, I don't think so. How about over here anywhere? Nope. How about down here anywhere? Nope. Good. How's this going, by the way? You're done. Good. Delete you. Delete you. You should be full. You are. Wait, did I put that in the wrong spot? Son of a bitch. I put it in the wrong spot. Can you believe that? I can. I need to move it again now. Can I just do that? Yeah. I can't believe I did that. I didn't bother it right against because if I did, then I would not be able to do the next one. Start to get these moving a bit too. Same way. Okay, you should be finished now. Yes, you're all gravel all the time. You can take that out, you can take this out, you can take that out, and they'll, the trucks will come and pick it all up. We can remove that. You were coming for it? Oh, okay. I didn't figure you would be. So what other factories do we have that we shouldn't have anymore? This one, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do about solar panels. Actually, I should make some solar panels. I should put some out. Because that would help with our impending power issues. Which means we should actually figure out a factory for the better solar panels rather than using these ones. Because I believe there's two anyway. Power. Solar panels. Yeah, there's two. So we have these being made. The panels for these, but they're only being made over here in this build someplace right there. I think that's the solar cells. Oh, these are monos. Oh, they're made here. Okay, so both of them are being made in this area, but I should make, well, I guess only 4 of these. About all we can make. Actually not that much better. What's the cost difference between each different kind of cell here? You take half a steel. You take aluminum. You take silicon poly. You take silicon wafers. I think I'll just do the cheap ones. And your glass and your double the glass. Yeah, I think I'll just do the cheap ones. Yes, it's 33% more power per consumed piece of area, but on the other hand, who cares? The issue is, where do I want to put these things? Because I definitely don't want to put them someplace where I'm going to have to move them. I should put them like in here where I'm not going to build any more factories, and if anything, I will take out some of these factories because there's too much here. Maybe we do that. These, how big are they? How many solar panels can I do before I get to an even number of fields? That many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 solar panels is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. Okay. A little arbitrary, I guess, but in terms of doing it or not. But I can at least do a large array of them here. Give enough room for trucks to drive through. And this will at least give us a little bit of power. It'll take them some time to build those because I don't think we'll have we have the solar cells for it, but we should then build maybe a solar cell factory someplace. Steel, glass, and silicon poly. We have steel and glass here, but not the silicon. Because I'm thinking I would just rather attach it to something else. You have the silicon, but that's it of those. Steel and glass are obviously getting made here. I doubt we are bringing... Well, what else uses silicon poly besides wafers, solar cells, and electronics? But we do have steel, glass, and silicon poly all getting made here. I could just make them here. They don't need to be trained out. So I could just make them here. Wow, steel is struggling. Keep up. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to boost our metal production at some point very soon, which means new refineries. And I think I will separate iron from copper and have to decide when we do about glass and silicon poly. Whether I put those together or not, and then I'll probably end up putting electronics in its own factory at that point. Probably. No. Oops. There you go. You're still collecting filter media, which makes sense because it's going to take a while for that to go away. And then they'll use this over here instead. This is getting full. That's good. We're probably pretty full down here at the town then. Yeah, pretty full. Trains in between someplace. That's fine. I think I'll just follow this belt under there. And then when I get it to here, lift it up. Didn't plan that very well, did I? Actually, not bad. Okay. Let's see. I want to use shape lift. There. And these guys need 8 and 8, so slow belt. This one. We'll come this way. There. You'll come out of here to this point, and then we'll split it either way. Let's go ahead and build that, those 3, and let's stop bringing this in. In fact, let's take this out if we can get it elsewhere. We can take it elsewhere, that is. Looks like there's already some incoming. Do that to stop it, although that means it's just going to get sent here, probably. That's okay, it'll get used eventually for nuclear. It'll be fine. Oh good, it went away. Good, good, good. I'll end up with 2 more of these kind of lifts here. Basically like right there. And then on the other side. Yeah, I shouldn't have kept this bucket here. I should have had it be more associated with the train station source and ran this belt in when I built this. Who knows what I was thinking? I sure don't. Why do I have a stupid fast belt here? I don't really need that. I'm only ever going to make 72. I'm going to do this. I'm going to quick remove filter media from there and delete this so we can get on with our lives a little bit here. Unity that. Radioactive storage is off by 1? Yes, it is. I oof by 1 there. Oof by 1 erred. So I am working on rectifying that approximately now. No. This one. Just checking, watching delayed because you're having to pause. I appreciate it because I would have screwed it up otherwise, as is evidenced. Unfortunately, I didn't notice until it was done done getting filled up, and then it was too late. So we're fixing it. Okay. This got something. With pipe. Oh, that won't work. Well, crap. Can I go here? Yes. Alright. That'll go there. Go there. Unity, unity, unity. Nope, 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 nope. If I sing it, does it go faster? It seemed to. This will go here then. Means this will go here then. I appreciate you watching, Nathan. Thanks for hanging out. Won't take long for you to eat through what's on the belt here. Two more cycles and it'll be gone. Now that can go. One more cycle. I'm leaning more towards Unity just being the better option overall with this stuff because it takes the trucks forever now as our base gets bigger and they are busy with other things to build and break and tear down things. Ooh, I Unity boosted that. That's not what we wanted. Alright, so we're now resupplying or supplying the filter media via the train. That takes care of that, makes me happier. Okay, so where do we want to do our recycling? Gonna be a fair number of trains. I'm tempted to do it close to this because this is where 3 of the 5 go. On the other hand, though, it's a lot of trains, because it would be 5, 6, 7, including fuel trains, stations. So I'm hesitant to put it anywhere near anything else. But then that means I got to push it kind of way out. Maybe we could put it in here with a entrance on this side. That way it's farther away from all of these entrances. That might be worth it. Might be worth it. Yeah, I think we should do that. And then the recyclables come from here. They also come from here, from nuclear. Research, once we have research going again, and they come from maintenance. Research. You can shred solar cells to your... Yeah, we're not doing that. We haven't even done the office stuff either. We totally skipped that one. Yeah, so it's labs, maintenance, and nuclear on top of the town. So that's probably a fine spot, because some of it's going to come from here, although the nuclear will end up with a rebuild once we get the better recipes. From here, which is probably backed up like crazy, because it's just not getting carried out. It can be, but it's just not getting taken. It's just not... We don't have the capacity for it. Because this is only able to handle 48. Our town is capable of producing... Will it tell me? Probably not. Let's see. Recyclables. Let's do this one. Yeah, these numbers are the same, but that's just because that's all we can handle is 144. That means that we can consume a lot more than what we have. So I don't know if I need 2 of these things or 3 of them. I should probably have this built to where I can scale it. And we have a problem right now with aluminum scrap. Because we are... What? Not using it? Already in. Is in the right spot. Yeah. Part of it could be these are using 48 and this is only producing 24. So they're always using some fresh. 50% recycled material. But otherwise, I'm not sure entirely why it's backed up so bad. It's going to cause us some problems. Actually, it is at present causing us problems. With the recycling. Luckily, recycling is not an essential service. So we're going to need, what did I say, 5, 6, 7 stations here. 2 of these for now, but probably 3 of them later. Let's go check on our nuclear stuff and keep it moving. You're done? You're done. Unity. How about you? You're done too? Good. Unity. You still got a little bit in you, and you're done too. Okay. Let's delete these belts as well. Unity. Copy. I'll do this. Copy this one to the right spot this time. Do it twice, actually. You'll come out from here and go into there. And you'll come out from here and go into there. F. O. There you are. Unity, all that. This can go there. This can go there. And those can start flowing again. Actually build another one here. For this one, for while we wait. And then that 42 needs to come back down into here, basically. Actually, if I was trying to be fancy here... Pause that, please. Oops. You can flow, and so can you. What were you doing? Okay, so recycling. This would be relatively easy, other than the whole train part. Let's see. So all the recyclable materials come out of... Oh, I could do this differently. These are all pickup stations for the different scraps. These are all pickup stations here. Let me just copy this whole... No, I want to have... Wow, you made one. I mean, they're making them all a little bit, but yeah. Pickup stations. Let me grab just one of these. That's fine. Here. I have a crazy idea that'll be compatible with 4 recyclers eventually. So call this scrap, iron scrap. Iron scrap. Recycling. Iron scrap train station. Copy that. Actually, do this. Do this, and I didn't need to copy that then. 2. Get out of there. 3. 4. Excuse me. 5. This would be copper scrap. And then I had glass, gold, and aluminum. Glass is different named, though. Broken glass. Okay. And then it was gold. And then it was aluminum. Oh, I didn't rename that station. So my crazy idea is that is noticing that each one of these buckets has 4 inputs. So if I arranged these accordingly, that's even perfectly sized, and I sort them accordingly, then I can put one on a different level, height level, and I can sort them accordingly, possibly in different orders or whatever because of the way they come out. But I can make this to where it's I could have up to 4 of these without clashing for these inputs or for the outputs of the stations or of the recyclers themselves. So I want to try to do that. See how this plays out anyway. Keep seeing those errors up there, and I'm also distracted by things over here. So U-shaped sorter. So we need to give at least 2 spaces. These put up? Okay, yes. Okay, good. These 2 spaces because these ones will have lifts. This one won't because this is the first one, but the rest of them will have lifts. And then, can these be? Can be. Okay, so we could potentially put that directly there. No, they need 2 spaces again. They need 2 spaces. We're going to just do as fast as the belt as possible here. And then 2 spaces here for the lifts to come back down again out of the sorting. So this one will sort everything but iron. Let's do scrap you, and broken glass. And then it'll go to this one. Flip. I need 1 more space. Yep, I need 1 more space. Okay, that's fine. It's too good to be true that I would get it right the first time anyway, right? This will go this way. This will go this way. And that'll just be copper scrap. Delete, delete, delete. And then this one will be just broken glass. And again, with just the fast belts in all cases. This one will just be gold. And then the last one should be able to just go in theory. I want those all on input 1. I think so, because it's on the bottom. So it'll kind of be consistent with that as well. And then this one here, flip and lift it up by 1. You'll need to have a U-shaped lift. So, you connect. You don't connect. You do connect. Okay, good. You need to be copper and iron filtering. Remove that, remove that, remove that, add iron scrap. And then you can probably... Actually, you'll need to go like this. Shit. One more space. Which means I should really delete these belts and re-establish them. Because otherwise it gets weird. Especially if I'm fiddling around more here. And then we need a lift down into this one. Same height. And a belt connecting those together. That. Since this will be just copper scrap here, this one shouldn't need that, this, that. So then these come out, and they're going to have to do this shenanigans at this point. But that's okay. You'll go there, and you will be just broken glass. And then you will go to here. You will be just gold scrap. And then the remainder is aluminum. Trains are not able to reach their destinations. Why not? You're the slag train. You're an empty slag train. What are you doing? Oh, you're trying to go here. Cover it. Did you get up in the mountain, somebody? Not there. Apparently the fuel trucks can't get up here to you. And they're not happy about it. It means these things can climb a better mountain. Or... no. I also need to continue mining this crap here, but only as far as the thing goes there. Mark all that too. Great. What to do about this? You probably can't get to any of those. These 2 or 5 trees here, 4 trees here might be the last of your trees. And if that's the case, I'll just have you drive back down to where the haul trucks can get to you. Now you're out of fuel. Addicted, welcome in. Good evening. Alright, it's your last tree, I think. Go ahead and cut it down with low fuel, and we'll hopefully resolve this. Yeah, look how slow it's moving now. Oh no, I did that. Oopsie. Now where are you? Oh, you're at that one too. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. I accidentally hit the speed control down to 2. Now you're complaining about trees to harvest. Let's drive you out over here. You'll drive at 60% speed, according to this alert. That's alright, because there is no refuel button here. Finally did the noob thing in World of Warcraft. Which one is that? Which thing is that? Alright, good. That just cleared all the alerts. So you will come all the way out. We'll be fine. Control U, some of these things, though. Decoratives here. Holy crap, there's a bunch of rocks down there on that. Up there, too. Okay. There's a good chunk of Unity for a little while. Died to the elevator at the Undercity. You've never died in the elevators in the Undercity before? That's pretty impressive if you've never done that. I'm pretty sure I did that my first day, playing as Undead. Maybe the second day. Alright, so you need more trees marked. We'll just do that over here. Get the rest of these here. And that should take care of this batch of this plateau of trees. I have this one here, which we did start a ramp down to, but the ramp is currently under the control of the copper mine, so I won't be able to do that, but I could overlay it with this one at some point and finish that ramp. Overlap it, I mean. You need more destiny. Oh, you need more mining. Oh, okay. In that case, you guys come out here to the ramp. Am I going to pee on trees? I was Hing on trees, actually. Welcome in, though, Batman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there. And then this can catch a level grade. That this needs to all be cleared. Oh. You did mark more trees? Oh. I did say that, you're right. Okay, that should be enough markings for now. I'll do the rest of them off camera. So back to our recycling shenanigans here. So we need a station to bring in the recyclables. They're all going to be the flat kind because reasons. It's 48. So we'll just do a super fast belt because we could eventually have 4 of them here. Actually, really, a Mark II belt would be fine, but I'll do a Mark III belt anyway. So, but we need a drop-off station or a flat product, a box product. A drop-off of a box product. I can get one of those up here. Oh, yeah. Here. You from there to here. Box 2. There you go. Alright, this is recyclables pressed. You know what? I should have been compressing all these recyclables before I send them out. It'll greatly reduce the amount of trains that I need. I totally forgot about compressing the scrap. Yep, that'll greatly reduce the trains, and then I just need to set up the compatibility at the other end to uncompress them. So I need more space here. That's fine. Just have to do it. Let's see. So that's recyclables pressed. Let's finish this station here. Recyclables pressed. And this will be this. Recyclables pressed train station. Like so. So these need to actually all be solids. Son of a biscuit. Alright. Well, so much for that. Goodbye. And, I need a drop or pickup station for solid products now. I can borrow this one. Idiot. Iron, scrap, pressed. Oh, can broken glass not be pressed? I mean, it logically makes sense, but still. So I guess broken glass we've got to haul out the old-fashioned way. All right, well then you can come out again. We put the broken glass one back in there. This is gold scrap pressed. What if I still have that in my copy-paste buffer? Have to take a look. And this is aluminum scrap pressed. I spelled that wrong. Aluminum. I didn't even spell it the wrong way. Yes, I do. That. Your glass, right? Yes. What a pain. Alright, and then this here. Take that out, take this out. Cut this, slot it right in there. That's dumb. Okay, so we're going to be producing an unknown amount of each one of these scraps. Iron and copper. Iron is like 100, copper is 118. Fuel station's out of fuel. There's 2 trains coming. Are we stuck again? We are. See, this is it. This one, no, this one thinks it's going someplace. Still. Oh, you're the one searching for path. This happened before. And I don't know how or why. But it's just sitting there. It's not blocked by anything. It is just like lost its path calculation. Happened to me multiple times since Tuesday. While I was letting things do their things. But that gummed up the works for who knows how long. This one is empty. This one is empty. careful. Those. Then this needs to come back into here. The flippity on that. Somehow I managed to only get... $23.99 in there. And that's unacceptable. Yeah, one of them went over there. That's got to get picked up and brought over here now, and hopefully you're still accepting. You are. So accepting. Got it. You? Yes, you do. Okay. It gets deleted. All right. So that is done. What'll need to happen here is I need the alarm back that I accidentally removed during my shenanigans. And then I'll just need to continue to build these as this fills up. But that keeps our radiation gone, which is ideal. Ideal. I'm going to come over here, though, and turn this off because we really don't need it on. Ooh, we built 2 whole solar panels. Look at us go. So, back to what I was doing. I was thinking this is going to be not as good as I thought. Because now we need compressors, somethingers here. And copper and iron are probably both producing much faster. Where the heck are those factors? Much faster than 1. Yeah. Copper's gonna need 2 each. This doesn't work. Son of a bitch. So much for great ideas. Gotta come up with something else for this organization now. I think what that's gonna have to be is something a little bit more akin to what we have over here, except that I sort it into the compactors where I can, and then they come out of the compactors and go to their bin storages. But since I know that glass is not able to be compacted, I could just take the glass out immediately first for everybody with the sorters. Thinking I actually want to do something like this then. Maybe glass just... Let's fiddle with this a bit. So, if glass goes there, maybe it does like this, similar to the way that I had over there, but glass is just the first one. I'm going to make sure, let's go to a flat sorter. I'm not missing it. Just glass. All right. So we're technically recycling more copper than anything else now. Iron was the winner for a long time, but now it's copper. There's a calculation, I saw it on the wiki, about how this is broken apart, but I'm not going to worry so much about it. So then this would be glass, and then we have another one that far away. Actually, this could be right away. Except this actually needs to be there, because it gets split off, and then it's got to go to both of those. Yeah. And then gold or man. Here. No, you haven't done shit because it's jammed up. Probably doesn't matter much. Actually, how much recycled material can this output? There probably is no direct whatever. I want this to work again. For just a little bit, if I can. Out of water. Oh, we're almost done, so it's fine. I'm going to watch those numbers go once more. Yeah. I want to wait for them to tick over once more. Did they tick? Feel like they might have. Okay, yeah, they did. So 98.3 plus 120.8 plus 12.6 plus 4.2 plus 52.1 is 288. I wonder if that is consistent, because that is twice this number here. And I have a crazy idea. Now let's let it run for another month. I'll come back in February. But my crazy idea is, we don't need to split these. We just need to configure these for all 4 recipes. You need to split the glass off first still. But these do not need to be split here. They can be split... Maybe I should have waited to do all this until I was sure. But I'm pretty sure. It's February, so we can go back and look. Those numbers are almost the same. 0.1 less copper. Which is probably just a rounding error. So I'm going to guess that I'm correct in this. And the sorting plant always produces 288. Give or take a couple of decimal points. But the important part is, I just need to be able to process 288 somethings here. And these will process 72. So 288 divided by 72 is 4. If I'm just careful and I give myself 5 of them still, that should be fine. We just take the glass out here. All of these come out. We can still sort them the way that I was sorting them before, which I probably don't have in my paste queue. I think I'm going around in circles now. So I have to redo that, but what are you going to do? You know? This will be fine. So these all then come back together again. Oh, this is flat conveyors now. These all come back together again to be sorted out. So glass should be at this end, I think. Well, it doesn't really matter. Maybe it does matter. Maybe glass should be first. First shall be glass, and the glass shall be first. How am I going to bring this in? From this side? I think that this should be on this end. Preceded only by the fuel. Actually, it's going to need some rework. Because the output pipe for the fuel is here. Son of a bitch. Flip that. Flip that. There. This goes away. This goes away. This goes away. This can snap into that now, hopefully. Yep, these all need to be flipped, though. Not all of them, just most of them. Some of them. And then this can just be sorted. So this will go into glass, which I did want to put first for... and at the end, actually, so last, technically. Here. And take all of these, although if iron and copper are going to be the ones that are getting dealt with the most, then they should really be the first ones on this end after the incoming scrap. Do that, and then we'll do these two. And then we'll do these two. And we'll put glass on this end. Just for me. So you, glass, will come out of here. You'll go into whatever belt, and then you'll go into there. I think I will still do the lift thing. The lift thing will just happen here and here, instead of happening just here. And then we do the sort thing after that. This will go here, one away, I think. We need to copy this whole thing. And then that's where there will be a flat lift. This U-shaped lift will be right here. There. So then I guess the flat lift could be right here next to it. Okay. And, sorting. You'll come out, and I think I will make you still go into the first opening there. So actually you could come out right away right here. And you'll be gold. And then you can go up. No, I should move this out further. And you'll go up to this spot here. And you'll just be aluminum. Wait, no. These are U-shapes. I almost did it again. Flat. Gold. Aluminum. Iron. And then the last one is copper, and that'll just go in. All right, so you get a belt here. And I'm going to wait on those connections. And here. And here. And here, which I will wait on that one as well. So then this one comes out. It's going to need to have a split here. This one will be aluminum and gold. No, back it up by one. You get a belt, and you get a belt. That's not right. This will go something like that. And then to here. And this one will be flipped, rotated, and dropped in there. And that'll just be aluminum. The gold will continue on down to its home. This one here will be this one here. And that'll go like this. And then that'll continue down to its home. And so on and so forth. Glass then will come this way. I'll just turn it right away. And it'll go into its home. So I think all I'll need is this much space. I'm going to do... You were late for a dinner date today. You told your wife she should have cooked. Marginally confused. Jonathan, welcome in. Yeah, I think this will be alright, so we can bring these in closer now. Oh, I've got the game paused. How long have I had the game paused? Anybody know? That goes there. You all get lifts here. 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 You all just get belts here, here, and here, as well as here, and here. And then this one comes out this way, to this point, and then to that point, where I can do this and that. That'll do. Gold has a one missing. Here to... Oh, don't do that. Nope. 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 I reset you. It'll reset itself later then. I need another one of these, and then I can do this. Easier. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All of this is configured with all 4 of those recipes. And, let me just bring in the scrap. So eventually this might be a problem, given the positioning of these. To the point where maybe I should have connected them up over here. How big is this one? Can I put it in? Okay. I'm going to make a change. I hate myself for it later. But this one all comes out. You and you and you and you and you and you and you. Oh, probably not that part, but that's alright. You and this stuff here and that stuff there. This and that and this. You'll go here. And you'll go this way. Let's see. This one. I think I will do it like this, actually. Oof by 1, but that's okay. This will be iron, aluminum, and gold. Whereas this is there. This one will do flip, rotate, place, just iron. This one will go here, just aluminum. And then gold goes straight in. I like that better. Then I'm expanding to the right here, as I can and do add more. Yeah, I like that better. I guess glass might have been better off down here then, but it's fine the way that it is now. This belt comes out of here. This could be up to 48 times 4 eventually. So Mark III is way more than enough. It's fine with me too. They come down this line, please. Thank you. This goes this way. And I think I'm going to do a splitter here. And do a priority. put the other one in here just for fun. This should be priority out that way. And likewise. That way, if I do add more in here, then I have that already set. And that's much better, I think. So this factory can go vaguely where it is right now. I need things. Some of these. At least those are correct. This gets deleted, this gets deleted, that gets deleted, that gets deleted. And then we just need a parking lot, trains, directions, yeah. Just need a parking lot, trains, and all those things. I think I will do that off camera. So when you all come back, this should hopefully be sorting. The other thing we'll have to do is to have truck pickup outputs for at least aluminum and gold right now. We can handle bringing in the glass, the iron, and the copper up here via train, but the gold and the aluminum will need to be output into boxes. We'll need to also, though, retrofit these, or change these to be box style, and then do shredders to get it out to where we can use it. So I think we will actually do... we'll actually finish this next time, I think. At the beginning of the next time. Mental patient. Will it get better? Have you made any voice if I do work, radio, or voice acting? No. I do IT. But I appreciate the compliments. And will what get better? If you're referring to life, the universe, and everything, probably. Otherwise, though, we're going to find ourselves a raid target and get on out of here. I am a nerd, you're right. Let's see. Who do you want to raid tonight? And thank you for the follow, Mental Patient. I appreciate that. Let's raid Catafly again, continuing with Alchemy Factory. If you're interested in that game, or if when you see Catafly's playthrough and it's something you're interested in, check out my YouTube page for more Alchemy Factory. I am playing my own series. He's probably a bit ahead of me, but well, he gets more time than I do, so it is what it is. And then also come back on Sundays for our Shenanigans group, where we are also playing Alchemy Factory. In the meantime, if you're interested in those types of things, stop by our Discord server. It is the Chill Gaming Friends Discord. Jeff, Lana, and Caladorn and I are the hosts over there, so you want to step over there, hang out with us, talk about games and technology, share memes, and join us for community game nights on Friday nights. We play games that are easy to jump into, easy to obtain, they're usually free or very cheap, and we have a good time for about an hour and a half or so, just to kind of get the weekend started nicely. It is during what would be otherwise the normal stream time, so if you're interested, stop by for that. And otherwise, we will get this raid going and get on out of here. And we'll be back again on Saturday, or with some more Captain of Industry. And then, as mentioned, Sunday with Alchemy Factory with Jeff and Lana, and possibly IT Machinist. Who knows? So thank you all for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting, redeeming, and Mental Patient. Thank you again for the follow. And we'll see you again on Saturday. Have a good one. Bye for now.